How are you feeling, Faye?
Well, I'm getting a grippy socks vacation because I obviously tried to.
Can you explain to me why you did what you did?
How long is it gonna be until I can go?
Explain to me why you're here.
Okay, well, I'm really depressed because I'm living in a Motel 6, and on the days when I can afford it, I have to sleep in my car and then bathe at the gas station because I'm working 2 jobs so that I can save up enough money to recover. On top of that, I have a court case coming up where if I lose, I'm going to lose my entire career, and I won't even be able to work the 2 jobs that I have because my mom filed a fake restraining order against me in spite that I wouldn't give her drug money. Look, honey, I think we can both agree that you would say you're at your lowest point in life, right? Which means there's nowhere left to go except up. And after every storm comes a rainbow. And it sounds like your mom really wants to win, but do you want her to? I'm not gonna let her win. I've decided.
That's a lot. Wow, I've never seen so much makeup before in my whole life. I mean, I just could never. I don't know how you do it. Gee, thanks. I'm so glad that you told me. Wow. That's how girls put on lipstick. I've never worn lipstick. I don't wear makeup. My mom says I'm too pretty for it. But you know, you wear a lot of makeup.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna give you some friendly advice because I'm one of the boys and I saw you trying to get close to my homeboy Jake. He's not into girls that, you know, cake on layers and layers of makeup to, like, have the face that you have. He's into all natural girls, so you're not his type. You think that I look like this for boys? I do have a question. When you put on your stuff that changes your skin, is it like a lizard skin, you know, like can you peel it off and you're all done and like hang it up like a little mask? Or you mean you don't shed your skin like every other woman? Huh, maybe you are onto something. Maybe you're not like every other girl. Maybe you are a boy. I'm a girl, I'm just not like other girls.
I just didn't think it was funny.
Ooh, I didn't know you were so sensitive about it. So what? Your parents made fun of you and called you Bucky as a kid. You got your teeth fixed now, didn't you?
Part of the reason why I got my teeth fixed was so that nobody would ever mention my teeth ever again because I don't really want to talk about it. It's just mean.
You're really worked up about this. You're too sensitive.
Ooh, do you want to go to that sushi place for lunch?
Gross. No, I don't want stinky fish. I want to eat a burger, something with some meat in it.
I don't eat burgers.
Not because you're a vegetarian. How long are you gonna keep up with the whole Save the Animals Act? We all know it's because you used to be fat.
What is your problem?
Why are you being so extra and nitpicky about everything? Why can't we just go eat at a simple burger?
Fine, let's go to the burger place. I'll just eat a salad.
Burger was so good. I'm so glad we came to this place. Ooh, there's a cute boy coming. Do I look good?
Yeah, you look hot. So, I saw you sitting over here and I thought that's a cute girl and I would be crazy to not try and get your number.
Of course you can have my number. Here, I'll just take your phone and I'll just put my number.
Actually, I meant her. Me?
Her ex-boyfriend is extremely abusive. In fact, he's so abusive that he would probably assault anybody, including her, if he found out that she was talking to anybody else or moved on. So I'll just go ahead and put my number in.
Thanks, but no thanks. If you change your mind, I'll beat your ex-boyfriend up.
We really dodged a bullet there, huh? You know, that guy was a real weirdo.
Hey, your father and I forgot to pay the light bill, so you know what to do. Here's the plug. Take it to the neighbor. I really have to be the one to go plug it in? It's just one little cord, Faye. Go plug it in. Don't be selfish. We're all suffering here.
I don't want to. What if I get caught?
Stop that damn crying before I give you a reason to cry. Hopefully this time they don't see it and unplug it again.
How long is the power gonna be off? Are you guys gonna pay the bill soon?
Faye, you know you stay out of grown folks' business.
I didn't know that having power was grown folks' business.
Oh, okay, you got an attitude. Pearl, tell her to get the switch. You got 2 minutes to get a switch before I do. Greedy neighbors don't want us to have no power.
The boys are hungry and there's nothing to eat. What am I supposed to give them?
I gave y'all ravioli yesterday. What do you want from me?
Yeah, that was yesterday. We're hungry today. So are we gonna go to the food pantry or what about the money Grandma gave you?
Faye, you're stepping out of line. You know you don't ask about money. That's grown folks' business.
Oh, so you spent it. Okay, I'll just tell them no food today.
I'm sick of you disrespecting me. Faye, get down here.
Coming.
Faye, what have you done to your hair?
What do you mean, what have I done?
Faye, you know exactly what I mean. You just cut it all off and you didn't even ask me.
Yeah, I like it, and I knew that you weren't going to let me do it, so I just did it myself.
Okay, Miss Attitude, then go show it to your father. Why did your mama tell me I need... What did you do to your hair? Oh my god, that is awful. You look like one of them BLT sandwiches that's arguing on the news about them flags. Girl, go line up, you know.
Why can't I pick my own haircut and my own hair color without being...
After 15 good licks, now you can go see your mom. Cut your own hair.
I bet you won't cut your hair again.
Yeah, I'm never gonna cut my hair.
At least have the decency in you to
Yeah?
Get down here.
The gas is shut off, so we don't have any hot water, so I want you to put me together a bath. Right now, I don't care what you're doing.
Okay, Mom. I'll go put you together a bath.
Make it how I like it and hurry up.
Okay, Mom, I got 5 pots of boiling water and I added a little bit of cool water, so it's just how you like it.
It's about time. God, why did it take you so long?
Sorry, Mom. I can't boil the water any faster.
What was that?
I said I hope you have a good bath.
He's gonna say no. You should add this song to your playlist. It's so fire. I can't. My parents don't let me listen to that kind of music. Come on, we're gonna do this dance. It's trending and it's super easy. Even you can do it. No, I can't do that. I have really strict parents. I would be in so much trouble. Over a dance? Wow, you're so lame. Sorry. Shut up. Me and some of the other girls were wondering, why do you do your makeup on the bus? Trust me, you wouldn't understand. Look at her. Why is she always dressed like a pilgrim? I don't pick out my clothes. See, I told you guys, you probably need their permission to breathe too, huh? Yeah. Pretty much. Ready with me story time. I was stalked and it became a federal case. This is part 2. The police had been called twice now about the threats that had been going on. They went on for about 2 weeks straight, but the police said the same thing. They said that boys will be boys. It was just a prank, and they didn't take it seriously at all. They basically said that something physical had to happen. The messages, the calls, and the harassment went on for about 2 weeks. Sometimes he would leave 5-minute long voicemails on the home phone, and he would just breathe in the phone. The day of the next incident, it was quiet. There were no calls or messages that day. And I remember going to sleep on a stormy, thunderstormy night, which is just so cliche, I know. Still a little paranoid, but I was thinking that it's over, so I fell asleep pretty easily. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to a lightning strike by turn, and I see a man standing in my window, and I just start shrieking. I tried to get up out of bed quickly and I fall over because I'm so terrified. There is a man. My parents are just salty that I woke them up. Then I just keep screaming like, there's a man. I would say it took my dad about 2 minutes to get dressed and get outside and circle around the house. And he went outside with no flashlight and a baseball bat and his shoes barely tied. He comes back inside and he's yelling at me, calling me a stupid girl, saying that there's nobody out there. But my mom had already called the police at this point because she was taking it seriously. The police come out and they were thinking the same thing. They seemed more agitated to be out in the rain than anything else. They once again don't take it seriously, and they're kind of taking my dad's side that I'm just a stupid girl who didn't see anything until they take their big bright flashlights and go walk around the house. Lo and behold, they find footprints because it had been raining all day long, and they see these footprints leading up to my windowsill. Originally, they tried to say that they were my dad's, but my dad's like, I didn't even walk over here, and those shoes are way too big to be mine. After that day, there were no texts, there were no calls, nothing happened, so I thought that it was finally over. Because of my parents' substance abuse problems, we ended up being houseless again, and we were supposed to move into my grandparents' house, and I ran away from home because I would have rather been in the foster care system than live in my grandparents' house. I was just gonna keep running away, so my parents finally gave up on me, so I got to go live with my sister, which meant that I moved 45 minutes away from where I was living, and I went to a new school. 11 months go by, no incident. I'm living my best teenage life at my sister's house without all these responsibilities and chores and things that my parents usually made me do. My niece was about 8 years old at the time, and we were walking back from the park, and I noticed that there is a man, and I'm pretty sure he's following us. He has his hood pulled all the way down to the point where you could barely see his chin, and it was 80 degrees outside. Not 100% sure if this guy's following us, so I start cutting behind people's backyards, and he starts straggling behind, but sure enough, he follows us behind. So I grab my niece's hand, and we start running, and I pull out my phone and act like I'm calling. My phone was actually dead at the time. We
run all the way back to my sister's apartment. My niece is hysterically crying. My sister's mad because she's crying. We call the police. The police, don't take it seriously because I'm the local crazy lady who's reported a guy that nobody's seen, and my only credible witness is an 8-year-old. I had other incidents. I had my very first boyfriend, and his cat was left in pieces on the doorstep, and I got a first text message I had gotten in months. Police don't investigate cat murder, so they just took a report, and they basically said it was my boyfriend's fault for leaving his cat outside. Almost kidnapped out of my sister's apartment when I was 16 years old. I walked home from school and the apartment door was unlocked. My sister usually wasn't home. She was at work, so I just assumed maybe she was running late. She rushed out of the door. She forgot to lock it. Red flag number 2, when I walked into the apartment, it was just as cold inside as it was outside. But I walked downstairs to my room and started taking off my wet clothes and putting them in the washing machine. This happened in like 10 seconds, but it felt like forever. It felt like time slowed down, and that minute was like 100 years. My sister would usually call and check to make sure that I made it home safely, so when the home phone rang, I answered it and just thought it would be my sister. I didn't hear anything but breathing, and I feel a gust of wind. I look over and I notice that all of the windows are open and the screens are removed. I slowly pull back the home phone, and I'm looking at the caller ID, and the phone call is coming from upstairs. If this was a horror movie, everybody would be yelling and booing at the screen, because instead of hanging up and calling 911, I drop the phone on the ground and the battery falls out of the back, and I start running upstairs, and there were 2 flights of stairs. I'm going to show you a picture of what it looked like. When you come up the first set of stairs, the door was right there, so I'm running up the stairs, and as I'm running up the stairs, I can hear him moving around, and I see a man at the top of the stairs rushing down at me. I'm pulling the door open. I see this man about an arm's length away from grabbing me, and he is huge. He is so much bigger than me. I'm screaming bloody murder. Let me paint the scene for you. It's raining outside. I am in a tank top, no bra, and super short shorts, screaming bloody murder, and run across the street because we lived in townhouse complexes to my neighbor's house. She calls 911. The police come. They don't believe me at first until they get a statement from my neighbor who saw a large man completely covered up wearing a mask jump off of my balcony and run into the cornfield. But wait, there's more. How my case became federal. Final part.